Hey guys, what up? Bevan here. I want to talk about a real life effect that continual breath awareness has had on me. And this is not something I've talked about on this channel before because I haven't really wanted to trivialize the practice of continual breath awareness by talking about myself in my own life, right? So I've kept it pretty general. And actually, that's one reason I've hesitated to put out more self development type videos on this channel because compared to continual breath awareness in the state of presence, they're not as significant. They are cool, but I mean, compared to actually being in the state of presence, which if you haven't done it, I highly recommend it, is they're pretty much nothing, right? But I think that this effect, and I'm actually going to try to get over that and just put out more videos. But this effect in particular, I think, is important. The particulars of it may not be relevant to you personally, but I think on a general level, you can get a lot from this video and this just concept. Because being in the state of presence really can remove some blinders and can shed some light on the reason why you're taking certain actions and the reason why you're not taking others. So that's what it really did for me. And specifically, one thing I've always wanted to do, well, not always, but one thing I've wanted to do for a really long time was ride a motorcycle across Africa. Just it's been a fantasy for many years. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always thought about going to Africa and traveling, and it's really been part of my dharma, you could say. As someone who just is really passionate about adventure, I just like that stimulation of being in different places, and it's really a core part of who I am as an individual. And as you get older, practicality tends to dominate your life. So, in my life, that meant that I'd kind of given up on this dream of riding a motorcycle across Africa. Um, and I realize that sounds ridiculous, but for me, it was one thing that, if you were to ask me, like, what sort of dream do you wish you could accomplish in this lifetime? That would probably be number one. Um, so around the second time that I got into continual breath awareness, around the same time I started this channel, actually, it became very apparent. I got some perspective on my life for the reasons I was doing the things I was. And it also became very clear that there were no real good reasons for me not to do that. It pretty much brought that to the surface as something that I really wanted to do. And I recognized that. And it became obvious that the reasons I wasn't doing it weren't really legitimate reasons. They were because other people would think bad things. It wouldn't look good, quote unquote. It wouldn't be a real practical thing to do. Financially, it was kind of, would have been kind of irresponsible or whatever. But being in the state of presence really showed me that I should just do it. Or at least it gave me a cool rationalization to do it, I'll put it that way. But no, seriously, like it definitely took the blinders off. And showed me that I should be pursuing something that was very true to my core. And that's really the point here. So, yeah, I haven't really talked about that I don't really talk about myself that much on this channel in general. But I did do the trip and actually made some videos. I don't know if you noticed, but some of my videos were from pretty random places, like in Gabon or the Congo or North Africa or Namibia or South Africa. So they were from the trip. And anyway, that's one thing that continual breath awareness, just being in the state of presence, can do for you, is help align you to your sort of core values. Even if they're sort of arbitrary and silly, like doing a crazy trip like that, which, let's face it, doesn't really have so much practical value. But who cares? Everyone has sort of an individual drive, and doing things that are in alignment with your core, I think, is important. You don't want to be on your deathbed and regret doing things that are aligned with your sort of your true essence. So that's how I view it. If you want to check out some videos from that trip, by the way, check out the Motogains channel, Motogains. Been posting up some videos. There's still a lot more. There was so much video from that trip that it's taken me a while to get to it. But the point of the video is not that trip. It's just the fact that being in the state of presence can have real effects on the course of your life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you do try out continual breath awareness if you haven't already. And thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon.